Greeks of different ages and walks of life gathered in the heart of the Greek capital and peacefully joined their voices under one word: justice. That's for the victims of the crash, most of whom were young university students. The government says it has yet to determine who is to blame for Greece's worst train disaster ever.
We want to send a message to the government to understand that we want justice served. We don't want a cover-up of this crime, and we want those who are to blame to pay for this tragedy.
We want those who are to blame to be held accountable, and those souls that left and their families to get justice. I think the government has not told the truth.
In recent polls, over 70% of Greeks said they believe the government has been trying to cover up what happened on the night of February 28, 2023. A passenger train and a freight train collided in central Greece, killing dozens. An official government body report published only a day before the commemoration rally said operational chaos at the accident scene led to the loss of crucial evidence, especially evidence that could prove what caused the accident.
The Mitsotakis government is clearly responsible for the cover-up, the raw, inhumane effort to conceal the truth.
Greek authorities have repeatedly denied that there has been any cover-up, while admitting that mistakes have been made.
We are all to blame, and let's admit it with courage. The governments and administrations which for many years have been fixing and unfixing Greece's railway system, to others who have been putting obstacles in evaluating our personnel. The justice system will determine who's accountable soon and at the highest level.
Despite the government's statements, a general strike halted everything across Greece, with ferries remaining docked and public transportation operating only for a few hours. Taxi drivers, who were also on strike, used hundreds of taxis to drive people to the protest for free. Many shops remained closed in support of the victims' families and their demand for justice. But despite repeated calls for a peaceful protest, a small minority dressed in black marked this historic protest by attacking police with cocktail bombs, who in turn used tear gas and flashbang grenades to disperse the crowds. The situation in the heart of Athens has calmed down after a massive protest turned violent and crowds were dispersed by riot police. Still, many stand in front of the Greek parliament and chant slogans against the government. Calling for the prime minister to resign, the protesters were cleared a little later after the use of a water cannon and tear gas, but vowed to keep returning until their anger is heard and justice is served. Filio Kontrafouri, TRT World, Athens.